Hello everybody and welcome back to Animal Crossing City Folk. Today we're doing what I would normally have just done as a quick little morning take and then just kind of edited that later, but I get the feeling that this morning's gonna actually have a good price for turnips, so I figure I may as well just start the episode now and do a lot of our just in general morning stuff, well, now. Mostly because I just don't want to forget to do it and then end up having it hit like 6 or 7 in the morning and I'm like, oh geez, I need to do that. There we go. I will note, by the time this episode's out, the first episode of my new series should be starting, and I'm honestly really excited. In the last 24 hours, I have recorded 5 episodes of this series. And I think it's going to end up being around 30 or 40 episodes long. So, I mean, it'll be a decent little series that'll run for probably about a month or so. Assuming there are no interruptions. And if there are, I will try and announce them ahead of time via this. Like, if I hit a point where I don't think I'll be able to record for a little while, I'm gonna note it on here, so it'll be, you know, information will be coming out about the series. But I am really excited to see how well it's received. Though really, I mean, it's probably going to get anywhere between a low number of views for an Animal Crossing video or a high number of views for an Animal Crossing video. So, you know, in other words, anywhere between 0 and like 12. I would talk about the series, but I don't know if I'm actually gonna have it out by now. Oh lords. Okay. Well, we're gonna head off to Nook's. As you might be able to tell, I just woke up not long ago. I'm probably gonna end up going back to sleep because, yeah. Well, I know I shouldn't go back to sleep, so I'm gonna try to be staying awake, but mostly just doing the morning stuff now. Turnip price 181. I'll be back, Nook. That is a good price. We're gonna be making around 100 bells per turnip. I think that makes up for last week. I think that literally puts us back almost exactly even for last week and this week's turnips together. Which is kind of counterproductive. Yep, I think this is a fossil. It is! I just saw the little brown marks and realized that couldn't have been dirt. Which is great. So now we have a fossil and probably not enough room anymore to carry all of the turnips. Well, we only need 9 slots, and I think we had like 10, so. We'll see. And nope, pockets are full. Do I have something out of the yes, I do. I do have something technically out of the ordinary. And all of my letters are full of candy, aren't they? Yeah. I'm just leaving my money on the ground. It's my money. If there was any if there wasn't like a benefit to putting money in the bank, I would probably just fill our basement with bell bags. Just make a Scrooge McDuck basement. Just have it full of money. All the money. Nah, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have the series out. I really hope you're all enjoying Fire Emblem. I really do hope you are enjoying it. I have been having a blast making it. Because it's, well, as you might be able to guess from the fact that I've talked about Awakening before and how much I dislike it for basically not being a Fire Emblem game. I've been a fan of Fire Emblem for a long time, like literally almost since it was released in North America. That's how long I've been a fan of it. Which is why I get so frustrated when it comes to, like, Awakening. Is because I know the games can be better. Now, like, I know my favorite in the series wasn't ever released in North America, and the reason for that was the North American first game of these sets of 2 games, which is Shadow Dragon and its sequel. I prefer its sequel myself, but Shadow Dragon's cool too. A lot of people don't like them for various reasons, and I've still yet to even figure out exactly a lot of people's reasoning. The support system's gone, but it never mattered in a previous game. Because it offered a bonus, but not a tangible one. It wasn't really convenient to use, and your characters still had conversations with each other. They just didn't have as much of a bonus, from what I remember right. Or any bonus. Which kind of makes sense. I mean, let me put it this way. If you're attracted to, say, one of your companions in arms, and someone goes to attack them, there's an equal chance that you're gonna be too busy fantasizing about that person than realize they're about to be attacked and jump in the way. Like, love can blind you to dangers around the person that you're, you have feelings for. It makes sense that support, which effectively is the romance system and always has been with the Fire Emblem series, wouldn't give massive, well, it wasn't even massive before, it was decently small bonuses to, like, hit rate, evasion, stuff like that. Awakening completely changed that, though. And it's massively popular, but not with a lot of Fire Emblem fans. Dating sim fans, yeah, they love it, because it's a really good dating sim. I can't take that away from Awakening. It is a good dating sim. But that's not Fire Emblem. I've not played enough of Fates to really be able to say there, but it looks like it's just an attempt at balancing Awakening. And I've yet to really do anything with the newest Fire Emblem, the newest remake. Mostly because I'm refusing to buy it, and the emulator I use can't handle it. It doesn't work on it. So... shrugs. Intense shrugging. I don't really there's probably a workaround to make it work. I just don't care enough. Because, let's face it, that would have me care about a new Fire Emblem. I mean, I've not even looked up reviews for this game yet. Like, that's how little I care. I mean, it's purely because I do not trust that it'll be a good game anymore. My trust on that got destroyed when they kept up the same thing. Oh, there's a weed up there. We'll get it later. When they kept up the same thing from Awakening into Fates, of that support system. Now, I'll admit, they did attempt to balance it. Because part of my issue with Awakening was it was overpowered. It was the factually best way to play. There was no advantage to keeping your units as separate units. There was just none. No advantage whatsoever. They changed it to try and give there being advantage to keeping your units as separate units by just making the support system more cumbersome but still overpowered. Basically, if you paired your units... If I remember, if you paired your units up, they wouldn't help each other fight. But if you left them side by side, they would always help each other fight. Always. There was no longer a % chance. It was they always got an attack as well. So in other words, you're still moving everybody as a unit. Like, you know, paired up right next to each other. And right, we need to go water that carnation that's on the top there. Like, you're still moving people together as pairs. The only thing is, you can no longer pair up, say, a Griffin Knight and a General. Which is honestly a combination I did a lot, because it made the Griffin Knight nigh indestructible. And if there was ever a moment when the Griffin Knight ever started to get seriously injured, well, switch to the General. Ta-da! They're safe now. Like that, as far as I can tell, that's one of the best combinations. Flyer with high defense unit. Because that basically negates the one weakness of flyer units is, well, sure, they're weak to arrows, but that arrow needs to deal damage initially to gain its bonus against flyers. So if you can get your defense high enough, there's no risk. None. Wait, is that from Amelia? I didn't think Amelia would get along with the other ducky. Yeah, it is Amelia. I forget the other duck's name, but yeah. I'm gonna make a cut here because, well, I'm gonna go work on other stuff and try and stay awake, and I'll do another bit later. And we're back. So there's not really a whole lot I want to do right now, which is why I decided to, well, pop in and do this right now when I can't see anything. All I really want to do is come check what the turnip prices are for the afternoon and see if we got the best deal we could have gotten. We probably didn't. Let's be honest. Nook likes to mess with us. So, let's see. This is so hard to look at. It doesn't help my TV doesn't do colors that well. So what are the turnip prices, buddy? Holy mother of Nook! Nook! I'm gonna push you around, boy. I'm just gonna push you right to these stairs. Get up those stairs, boy. I ran right through them. I didn't realize I could actually push him up the stairs like that. Wow, we could have made a lot more bells had I just waited for the afternoon price. Well, I would say lesson learned, but I already knew that's a thing that Nook will do. That's why I normally wait for the afternoon. Jeez, that turnip price. Things like that that make me wish that I'd buy more and then just hang on to them until like Saturday. Like checking every turnip price. So like buy a stack of a group of 900 and a group of 600 and then sell the 900 at the first best available price and then just hang on to the 600 until Saturday, selling at the next best price. Yeah, that might cause me to lose some bells, but I think that might honestly be the best way to go about it. Yeah. That price. Jeez. Well, with that, I would like to remind everyone I do have a Patreon, should you wish to throw money at me. And with that said, thank you all very much for watching, and I hope to see you again next time for more Animal Crossing City Folk. See you all then.